What is going on, guys? This is Malachi here, and as always, I hope you all have yourselves an awesome day. And as you can see, we're here with some more of this game, Blank Dream. Now, this is actually going to be the last episode I do on this game, because we are going to be getting the best ending that we can get on this game, and it's going to be freaking awesome. If you guys didn't already, be sure to drop a like down below, and let's get straight into this. Okay, so this episode might be a little bit long, because I actually have a secret mirror that I want to show you guys, which is pretty flippin' cool. And yeah, I spent like maybe 10 minutes trying to figure out how to open it, but I could not figure out how the heck I'm supposed to open it, so yeah, but I did, and it is very convoluted, I've got to say. So if you guys didn't know about this, basically you're gonna go to the realm of greenery, and you're gonna move your little butt down here. Yep, just gonna skedaddle your way across, go all the way down here, and oh. Basically, you're gonna want to go back to the fireplace that. You're gonna want to go back to the fireplace that you guys found the lantern at. And as you guys will see, this will only work after you guys get the matches, by the way, and of course the sword. So you'll go down the fireplace, and as you can see, there'll be a bloody door here. But if you go through it, you will die. Yep, you will die, be very dead. What we gotta do is grab this painting in here. And the thing it's trying to make you do is think that you have to do is put the painting on the wall here, but in reality, you actually have to put the sword there. And once you put the sword there, you can actually go through, and as you can see, secret mirror. And there's no save point here, and I haven't seen any gameplay of this mirror at all, because I was like, because I didn't even know that it existed until now. And I was just like, okay, well, you know what, why not figure out how to get it, and the mirror shows someone's reflection. It's certainly not her, yet Mishiro felt that she could see in. Okay. Well, let's look in, shall we? 13 years ago and in. Interesting. The music. All that talk about taking a trip together, so this was your goal. Trips are necessary for resting, your body and mind, you know. And the kids seem to have fun today, too. They're snoozing away now. A good thing for you, isn't it? Interesting. So, Tamaki, won't you consider it? Tamaki. I've heard that name before. Drop it, please, Utsuro. It's my child. Utsuro is my child. Ooh, all these names that I've forgotten, but I think I've heard of before. Oh, wait a second. I know who Utsuro is. It's the albino girl. But Saichi's... but wait, what? But Saichi's told me how you've been seeing the shadow of your father in Utsuro lately. Sorry, but you've looked so frayed lately. He knows the situation, so I just thought I should talk to him about it. Tamaki, the biggest load on your mind. It's art, isn't it? Utsuro is 8 now. From now on, she's going to be drawing more at school. Okay, yep, alright, good. How about leaving Utsuro with your mother, until she's old enough to take this calmly? It'll be fine. If I, her mother, can't protect her, then who will? Suppose you're right, Tamaki, but it feels like you'll collapse at this rate. What'll happen to Ayato, then? Ooh, Ayato. Nobody's perfect. You don't need to carry everything alone. Especially considering your burdens are much heavier than most. But still... I still want to hold out. I don't want to break up this family of 4. Tamaki. Shinji, Chika, I'll support Tamaki as much as I can. Let me try just a little longer. Saichi. If the two of you insist, then I won't stop you. But just keep in mind, Tamaki, you've already put in plenty of toil. So at least stop before it does you in. Right. What? Wait a second. Wait a second. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Though it was unclear, Mishiro looked into the mirror. She could tell it was not her mirror, and yet... What? I am confused. Yeah, alright. That's a thing we experienced. I'm glad that happened. Okay, so I just saved, and now what we need to do to get the best ending is to go to each door that the 2 mystery keys that I have and need and unlock them. Because if I unlock one door, see the mirror, and then, yeah, that's it. That route is now locked. Now, obviously I looked up a walkthrough for this because I wanted to get the best ending I could, And I've already gotten 2 endings, but they're bad endings, yeah. Alright, so basically I have to unlock both the doors that take a mystery key. And then, you know, I go through each doorway and, you know, see the mirror or whatever. And then, yeah, that's basically how that will work. Okay, so I actually don't know who's the first mirror here, but you know what? It won't matter because I have to go unlock the other one, actually. Wow, okay. Ooh, unlock that door. Okay, so I've unlocked both the mystery doors now, and I'm gonna go talk to the other 2 at the main area, the main hub, and see what they think, if they have any input at all. They have nothing to say about it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to this one first. It's in the paint realm or whatever, and it's in this one room that I almost got bopped by gargoyles in. So basically, whenever there's a fireplace, that means that there's a hidden passage, which is pretty freaking nice, I guess. Pretty ominous and spooky. The teddy bear stares with round eyes. Cute. Okay, well, this suits you. Oh, that's Ryotaro's reflection. Okay, so now I go back and get Ryotaro. Okay. Yo, Ryotaro, yeah, I found another mirror. Onward to a mirror. Do. Alright, boys. Things are happening. The mirror shows Ryotaro's reflection. Bit different from the other mirrors. Strange place, too. Reaching the critical moment, perhaps. Maybe. You walk to this place by yourself? Boy, you're strong. I mean it deeply. But strength isn't the same as never fatiguing. No, save it for later. First to look at this mirror. Alright. Just knock the mic there. Crap. Harpy. Oh, this is different. Oh, she just looks like you when you were a kid, but at the same time, much too cute for that. It's fine, you're a good guy. I'm sure somebody like you is just the guy to help my glum daughter. Okay, now let's go. The west building, right? The smoke's already up to this floor. Oh, what? It's no good. The stairs are too hot to approach. Cruel fate. Will it end like this? Without anything resolved with my family? I'm sorry, Chica, Mishiro. So I'll never get to see Mishiro. I'm sure she'll grow to be far prettier than Sis. I really wanted to have that chance. Is this how Ryotaro died? It's really not anything lewd, I just see much beauty there. Okay. Is that how he died? This building must have caught on fire then. I've remembered it all, how I died, my wish, and all the rest. I see now. Admirable tenacity, if I do say so myself. I'm a bit tired. Feels like more information overload than the previous mirrors were. Once I've got it sorted out, I'll talk about things to do with you and what I know. I'm sure that's simply my duty. Oh, are you planning to go on ahead? If you are, I'll accompany you. A good uncle should protect girls, you know? Okay. Now, I think this is the part where I need to go see the other mirror, because if I go through this door, it actually locks the other ending. So I'm pretty sure that's how that works. So just in case it is, I'm just gonna go tell Yuzu that I found a mirror. I'm sorry, Ryotaro, but our little session and through that door will have to wait. Yuzu, I found another mirror. Huh? Another one of my mirrors? This makes 3. Feels like the finale. Leave me there right away. If we're together, even those realms won't scare me. Oh boy. Okay, so yeah, this was Yuzu's mirror. The mirror shows Yuzu's reflection. Seems a little different from the others, like the atmosphere in the area. I never would have found this place myself, even after literally years. Look, let's cut the chatter. I'm just too worked up. Let's go for it. Alright, yeah, let's go for this. Another heartbeat, so this must be how Yuzu died too. If hypothetically I were to die soon, then you should forget about me. A few days ago, the body of Utsuro Hinohara was found in Mirror Lake. Why? Why did Utsuro... No, it hasn't been enough. We didn't spend enough time together. Has Hanasaki seemed gloomier lately? I mean, she got along with Hinohara, so I can understand being depressed, but it's not that kind of gloominess. It's like the local library isn't enough. They don't have books on this stuff I need. Seances, necromancy, it all lacks credibility. I don't want this fake occult nonsense. Yuzu, have you been going to class? If I open the gate this way, Today marks a year to the day. Wait for me, Utsuro. I've been studying up this past year. And now I'm going to meet you. Oh, man. That's a big bad. I remember it all, how I died, my wish, and everything else. Of course, there's no such thing as black magic. I must have been on the brink, huh? Woo, I'm kind of exhausted. Getting all those memories dumped on me. Once I've sorted things out some more, I'll tell you my history and wish, Mishiro. Oh, are you going to go up ahead? Take me with you if you do. I feel like there's something very important to this world up ahead. Okay. And yep, there's the door again. You know, I'm gonna save just in case. I don't know. I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. I don't know. Open a large door. Sure. We'll just go ahead and go in then. And I hope this doesn't freaking destroy all my hopes and dreams. Ooh, the music's sad. Ooh, who's that? Okay, you don't look so good. Someone's there. You're... Once there was a painter. He was known as the mad genius Renzo Usui. Bro. My eyes. Dude, alright, dude, I'm actually tearing up from this. What the heck? Okay. Huh? You know my grandpa? Wait, Mishiro, it looks like maybe she isn't aware of us. Renzo had a wife, but he also had a relationship. With a servant. With his wife, he had a child, Shinji. With the servant, he had a child, Tamaki. Renzo's 2 children, born of different mothers. Huh? Tamaki was the illegitimate child of an affair, but because Shinji showed no interest in art, Renzo's affection was often directed at Tamaki, who did have an interest in the arts. Tamaki learned art from Renzo, and given deep love grew in the shadow of the Yasui family. But these irregular days couldn't last. When Tamaki turned 12, Renzo's wife learned of her existence. Renzo divorced his wife, but gave Tamaki and her mother the same love as ever. Thus far, no tragedy had occurred. But when Tamaki turned 18, Renzo made an unforgivable mistake. Oh my god. Bro, that... Nah, dude, nah. Tamaki was deeply wounded and feared Renzo, and with her mother, she filed from him. Or, no, she fled from him. But the child she bore had done no wrong, so she decided to birth the child of her father. So Tamaki had a daughter between parent and child. Yeah, that's kind of weird, I gotta say. Tamaki thought she couldn't live a normal, happy life, but luckily 2 years later, she had a proper marriage. Safely having a son with her husband, Tamaki began to get back on her feet. However, she never fully did. The mental wounds Tamaki had suffered went even deeper than she imagined. When her now grown daughter with Renzo began doing art at school, Tamaki's old wounds ached. It gave her flashbacks of Renzo, of that fear she had of him. Tamaki struggled to give her daughter affection. It took all she had not to take out negative emotions on her. Tamaki's mind quickly crumbled under the weight. And one day, Tamaki killed her daughter. Oh my god, this is something, bro. Oh my god. Tamaki fell to pieces. She came to feel animosity, not only toward Renzo, but all the Yasuis. Unable to see any hope ahead, she fell upon the despair behind. Renzo died of natural causes a few years later, and while she had the right to his inheritance, she refused to take it. She wouldn't even let it go to the eldest son, Shinji. Then at last, Tamaki, who had kept living despite having broken long ago, met her end. When she learned the son she had with her husband was becoming friends with Shinji's daughter. You mean, Tamaki tried to take out Shinji's daughter, the Yasui who dared come near her pure son. But when she drove madly down the road to kill her, she ran over her own son by mistake. He's talking about Ayato. Tamaki realized that this was the end, so she took her own life to escape the despair. No way, that's so messed up. That woman's soul is now bound here. Unlike the other souls, the world is forcing her to be here. Tamaki's soul is now bound in death, so that she can't escape, but must face the facts. This is surely my punishment. I've gone on for a while. I can't see or hear you, but I know you're there. I don't know who you are, but go now. Let's go, Mishiro. We couldn't stay here any longer. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. Oh my god, dude. That was Tamaki. Should we return to the usual place with Tamaki's story? I've realized something. You found a similar place past a mirror with Ryutaro's memories? I see. Then you should go there first. What I have to say can wait. Okay. So this is how I get the ending. Oh boy, that was something. Alright, Ryutaro, are you ready, my guy? Okay, here we go. I saved. This is the other door. Let's freaking do this. Oh, the music. Oh boy. Oh, that's the old. Wait, wait a second. That's the old guy. That's the old man. Is that Grandpa? Yeah, you're Renzo. Once there was a painter. He was known as the mad genius Renzo Usui. Renzo's art was highly esteemed and sold for high prices. He had status and wealth. Grandpa, what are you talking about, and why are you here? Wait, look closely. I don't think he can hear us. Soon, Renzo married a woman. They had a son named Shinji. Renzo preached the beauty of art to his wife and child, but they showed no interest in it. Renzo's wife did not see his art, only the prices attached. Shinji, too, was taught her practicality. So it was only natural that Renzo formed a relationship with a servant showing true interest in art. When Shinji was 8, Renzo and the servant had an illegitimate child. Her name was Tamaki. Renzo kept Tamaki hidden from his wife and Shinji, but between Shinji, who cared not at all for art, and Tamaki, who adored it like her mother, Renzo's affection went toward Tamaki. That came to an end shortly after Shinji went to college, when Tamaki's existence came to light. Renzo offered his wife consolation as asked and divorced her. Shinji, already grown, kept the name Usui, a wise choice. He knew how to make a living. Some time passed after that when Tamaki, who Renzo adored as a daughter and a student, turned 18. Renzo made the biggest mistake of his life. He adored his daughter, Tamaki, so he had a child with her. Yeah, alright, yep. Alright, good. Tamaki and her mother left Renzo. They refused even money. Tamaki seemingly birthed and raised the child, but who knows the details? Renzo was unable to hear of it. Near 20 years passed since that incident, and Renzo died of illness. Nothing usual. Age comes for all. Shinji was the eldest son of the Usui family, said to inherit his fortune. But thinking of it as a final atonement, Renzo passed on, leaving a will to give it all to Tamaki. The inheritance. So the boss was disputing with Tamaki over it. That man's soul is now bound here. Unlike the other souls, the world is forcing him to be here. Only the creator of this world knows why, but it seems some dead fellow has business with me. But, very well, to face my sin eternally is an appropriate afterlife for me. That's all. Sorry for the long story. Visitors are rare. I can't see or hear you, but I know you're there. Be well, dead one and soul. Let's go. There's nothing more here. Bro, this game's about to make me start crying, I swear. Shall we return to the usual place, especially after Renzo's story? I need to talk to you. Okay. Then it feels the story's coming to a close. Now let's return. Yes, Yuzu has our memory. Oh yeah, look at that. We're ready for the big showdown, the big boss fight. Oh, we're gonna mess that shadow girl. Yeah, we're getting out of here today. Not gonna stab Ayato in the butt cheek, because that is not good. You think you can open this big door? Boom. Door is open. And let us not go stab Ayato. So it did. Now the next path for you to take is clear. You just ended up saving our butts this whole time, huh, Mashiro? Without you, doubt we would have found any mirrors. You have the right to know what I know. In fact, I want you to know. I need to talk to you. I know a thing or two about your parents. I need to tell you some things too, about who I am and why I'm here, and about Tamaki's daughter. Wait. Oh crap. Who is this? Okay, that's not good. Stop. Don't meddle anymore. Give back my world. Run, you two, through the door. Alright, yep. This is not good. Whoa. Oh, this music. Okay. Whoa, is it chasing us? We'll talk later. Just run to somewhere we can hide. Oh crap, that's... Oh boy, this ain't good. This is not a good... Oh crap. Oh, okay. Don't make a guy over going on 30 run for it. I'm gonna die. Again. Looks like we got away for now. Okay, sure. Okay, let's get started. Okay. God dang it, more sad music. Are we safe here? I don't sense her chasing anymore. What in the world was that? I'm about to explain that. I know who that is. Say what? I'm Yuzu Hanasaki, a middle schooler who committed suicide at 15 at Mirror Lake. The reason I killed myself was, to put it bluntly, to meet a girl I loved. Someone had killed her at Mirror Lake. It made me extremely sad. So I read all these books on black magic and killed myself to go to the afterlife. To die at the same place exactly a year later, it said that would work. I think it's a different afterlife than what the book meant, but ultimately, I came to this world. But it seems there was something to be gained here. That girl, she always said she was someone who shouldn't have existed. I always found it weird and wondered why it was. But I found out now. She was born between a girl and her own father, between Tamaki Hinohara and Rinzo Isui. Her very birth was taboo. That shadow was Utsuro Hinohara. Even as she is, I can tell clearly. Oh my god, dude. What? Bro. Just gonna drop that? Just gonna drop that on me? Because my wish was to meet Utsuro one more time. Utsuro Hinohara. Okay, that's Ayato's sister. Yep. But to look the way she does now, I wonder what the story is there. But I can't go away just yet. I need to talk to Utsuro more directly, or my wish won't be considered granted. Give it back. Oh crap, that's a cue to get my hands back on the keyboard. That voice. Let's get moving. We can't have a chat now, so run. Okay. Yeah, gotta get my hands back on the damn keyboard. Okay, did we run? Okay, now we're going. Okay. It's gonna save after we've done that. Thank you. Oh, more chase music. Okay. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that sound. Okay. Whoa, she is slow, I gotta say. Very slow. Okay. Oh, no. She's really stubborn, isn't she? If it were up to me, I'd have thrown in the towel after all that chasing. Alright, let's listen to Ryotaro. Got it, alright. Let's begin. More sad music. Good. Did we outrun her? Seems so. I don't think she's giving chase. I think the goal is close by. I don't know what'll be up ahead, so I just want to get this out. I'm Ryotaro Sengoku, younger brother of Chika Usui, Mishiro's mother, and subordinate to her dad, Shinji Usui. Okay. I knew about you a while back from a New Year's card Sis sent me. To be honest, I found you cute. Not exactly a romantic thing, of course. I was captivated by your latent beauty, I suppose. But when I asked my boss about you, I learned you'd been glum and moping as of late. As I know why, you injured someone in middle school, and Sis kept you shackled ever since. That's right. My boss invited me over to your house, and I was honestly pumped to try and help you. It made me sad to imagine such a beautiful girl moping around. Okay? He says without a second of hesitation. But I died before it happened. We got caught in a fire in a building at work. A fire? Yes, I was with your father after that. Well, it even kind of surprised me. Partly by will, I became a soul and flew around to where you were, apparently. So for the year or so between my death and yours, my spirit was sort of haunting you. Whoa, that's something. Oh, but I was hardly even conscious of anything. I just vaguely know that's what happens. For, you see, ever since I saw your photo, I considered you someone beautiful and worth protecting. So even through death, I had the wish of getting to talk to you at least once. So that was your wish. So it was. Thus, it's been granted. By following you, I wound up in this world. And in this world, my unrealized wish came true. Alright? In fact, the moment I became aware of my wish, I felt I could free myself from this world any time. So you're going? Well, I've come this far. I'd like to see out your story to the end. Mishiro, the harsh circumstances you've had, and the fact that you are dead now, I don't feel like it's irrelevant to me. I can't say don't blame your parents, but I just want you to know, I can't force you to understand or sympathize, but just know. Your father worried over and regretted how he was spending less time with you. He wasn't just weighing you and the inheritance on a scale. Your mother was working with your father to obtain proof that the Isui fortune belonged to them. Maybe she failed to control her strength properly, maybe she wasn't calm, but she had no ill will, I'm sure. I'm sure after the boss and I died, she endured the sorrow of losing a husband and brother and fought for her family. Your father and mother might have been clumsy, but they weren't cold-blooded. I just want you to know that. It's probably too late to say now, though. Let's go on ahead. This is a door you were able to open. I'm sure there's something important to you here. If you're telling me that, then where should my wish to erase my existence go? Yeah, good point. That is a good... Okay, look, buddy. I don't need this. Okay, well, that's not good. I gotta hurry this up. So yeah, that was I'm gonna save. More freaking sad music, dude. Oh look, it's Ayato. Huh? Hey, Ayato, why are you here? Because the soul is necessary for granting your wish. Hello, me. So you successfully broke all the mirrors. Your wish will soon come true, and this world's purpose will be concluded. What do you mean? Well, hold on a second. All the actors are here. Wait, what? Actors? Whoa! What was that? Oh, that's Utsuro. God dang it. We gotta keep a freaking shadow lady running like that. This mirror world revolves around you, Mishiro. You hold dominion over it. Once a deceased girl wished at Mirror Lake, I wish my life had never even existed. It was a very strong wish, and to fulfill it, this mirror world was created. It was made solely to realize her wish. The other souls were just extras drawn into it. She should have granted her wish in this world she made, but she wasn't able to fulfill it, because she broke before she could. Just as she created this world, she lost everything, including her memories and her wish. So not knowing her purpose or who she was, she wandered this world and fell apart. That's in the past now, a concluded tale. Unable to achieve its goal, this world went on existing, sucking in souls who died near the lake with strong wishes. That was Utsuro Hinohara. Yes, she wanders this world even now. Several years later, a girl threw herself into the lake. Amazingly, she had the same wish as the world's creator. So that this world could complete its duty, it chose a new soul to control it. And so, since you carried the same wish, you became the new ruler, usurping the originator. The wish the world sought to grant stayed the same, only the person in the center of it was replaced. I was made the ruler of this world? The extra riffraff who feel jealousy toward you still see the broken originator as the rightful ruler. And maybe broken though she may be, she's personally gotten in your way at times. Even so, you successfully broke all the mirrors without even wasting weeks or months being lost. You shattered and erased all remnants of you in the form of mirrors containing your past. Having recorded all your actions, I can attest to that. But it's not over just yet. This boy's soul is absolutely necessary for total erasure of your life. Because he's simply too significant to you. Without eradicating his soul, your life can't be nullified. So it was none other than you who unconsciously bound his soul to this world, such that you could kill him by your own hand. You weren't telling me I have to kill Ayato. What's the problem? You may feel guilty for a second, but right after that, you'll have never even existed. Mishiro, you're still suffering, huh? You do resemble my sister, after all. Even as a soul, you have her same wish. If you kill me, you'll be free from your pain. Right after my death, your conflict will end. It's your world. You can make the choice. I don't know. I don't know what I should do. I've overcome a lot of obstacles coming here. But is it really right to just make it so I never existed? Thinking back, it was a boring life. I wouldn't say it was entirely devoid of enjoyment. But if you asked whether I'd live the same life again, I'd absolutely refuse, without a doubt. In fact, if I had to say, I've come to hate it all. I wish my life had never even existed. And yet, I've learned that my mom and dad gave their best efforts for me, clumsy as they were. And I know there's a person who valued me, going so far as to come to this world to encourage me. Can I make all of that something that never happened? And that's not all. Seeing Yuzu and Utsuro, I had a thought. If Utsuro's life had never existed, what would become of Yuzu's feelings? Desperately turning to black magic, killing herself, and wandering this world for years? All to finally realize her wish to meet her again? What would become of that? I'll make the choice to grant that wish or not. But I want Utsuro to see this out too. Because it's her same wish, and this is her world I inherited. If only in pieces, learning about Utsuro from the mirrors was fulfilled the mirror's purpose. Ayato and Yuzu are both here. With these two, I'm sure we can get Utsuro's memories back. Indeed, maybe a little of it. Really? Sister. Memory. Listen, Utsuro Hinohara, you need to remember your birth, your death, and the one who loved you. Okay, flashback time, boys. Mishiro spoke at length of the things she'd seen and heard in this world. Her mother Tamaki, her father Renzo, the Hinohara family she lived with, and Yuzu. She spoke at Utsuro's mirror all that she knew. And she's back. I see. I haven't felt this in a long time. Utsuro! Yuzu, you fool. I told you to forget about me if I died. Well, I couldn't. Is it you, sister? It is, Ayato. So even you ended up here. I didn't intend to hand this world over to you. I was even thinking of killing you to forcibly take back control. Even more so now that I have remembered my wish, I want to erase my mother, my true father, myself. But alas, I've become indebted. It's a fact that if you hadn't been here, my mind would have stayed fragmented forever. Do as you like before I change my mind. My choice is... Bro. There it is. I won't do it. I can't do it anymore. Dad's secret distress, Mom's painful effort, even Ryotaro's unusual concern for me. I can't just make it all be gone. And that's not all. For every mirror I broke, I'll vanish from the lives of the people I knew. And I'll also vanish from Ayato's world. But then, what did Ayato die for? What did Tamaki step on the accelerator for? If it were just me, then fine. But to control the feelings of the people around me, I have no right. That's not my wish anymore. Are you really sure about that? Whatever you think, whatever you know, it won't actually change anything. Are you still giving up your wish? I am. I see. I, the Mirror World, accept abandoning the wish. Its reason for being ends here. Huh? This world can vanish when the ruler's wish is granted, or they abandon it with clear intent. It won't be left up in the air like with Utsuro. So, will everyone here vanish? Except for you, Miss Shiro. To get straight to the point, you're not dead yet. What? Your soul has left your body, of course, but your body isn't actually dead. Oh my god. Dude, what? You drowned yourself, but as it happens, a passerby found you. They called it in right away, and though unconscious, you were saved. It was a failed attempt. Oh my god. Mishiro, when your soul leaves here, it'll be forced back into your body. But what you've done in this world won't be written off. The memories you erased by breaking the mirrors won't come back to you when you return to life. You didn't actually carry out your wish, so the actual past isn't gone, but your memories of it are. Maybe you'll remember talking with me a bit, but things like meeting me at the lake, are you still prepared to leave this place? Can you live in a world you've given up on living in once before? I'll live, because I'm not dead yet. I don't want to just throw away the life you protected, Ayato. And by discarding the wish I inherited from Utsuro, I think it'll honor Yuzu's feelings. I see. That's a relief then. I absolutely can't understand my sister's wish, but you've made the choice for her. It might sound sort of trite, but I want you to live my sister's share. I want you to prove that giving up that wish was the right thing to do. Smile for my sister. That's my dream too. Oh my god. I'll try my best. There are people who value you. There are people who'd be sad about your death. It may be a bit warped, admittedly, but I'm one of them. The world's not that much of a disappointment, you see. So I've done my best to encourage you. You're really something, you know? You've really picked yourself back up. You went and learned not only your own wish, but mine, Yuzu's and Utsuro's. Old Ryotaro won't say much more. Try to get along with Sis when you get back. Right. I'll try to face with her. Thank you, Miss Shiro. Because of you, I could get back my memories and my wish. I learned about Utsuro's birth and death, and got to talk with her once more. I'm satisfied now, I really am. Maybe returning to life won't mean happy things all the time, Miss Shiro, but I'm sure you can get up and walk again since you've saved so many people here. Miss Shiro, leave incense or something at my grave. Think of it like saying hi. Okay, I'll be sure to find your grave. I'd lost from the moment I broke, I suppose. I won't pull any mischief. I can accept this result, though I can't say I'm entirely satisfied. Ayato, who adored me as a sister, and Yuzu, who needed me in her life, I'm glad for the fact that I could talk with the two of them one last time. That was weird. Okay, dead. Yet I'll fade away, still resenting that man Renzo, that woman Tamaki. Surely I can be forgiven for that. Yeah, that's true. Sorry for taking over your world. Sheesh, 7 years and it ends like this. As long as the ruler's satisfied, I suppose. Will Utsuro go to heaven too? Not sure about heaven or hell, but she'll be free from this world to go where she goes. That's good. I say ruler, but you're more of a U-super, technically. Mishiro, once you get back, and things settle down, you should visit my atelier. It's not complete, of course, but I want you to see the painting you modeled for someday. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. Cool. I'm a little scared about how much I'll forget, but I won't lose my time in this world, and I won't ever wish to erase the events to come. It's time to go. And just like that, we are back. We're going back to the living, baby. Yeah. After that, I regained consciousness in a hospital bed. Apparently, I really had been saved. My soul returned safely from the mirror world. My mother was there looking at... Oh, God. My mother was there looking at me in a way I felt she hadn't in years. Mishiro, you're awake. Thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. If I'd lost you too, I'm sorry. I drove you to do this, didn't I? My mother was shocked by my suicide attempt and apologized for her harsh discipline. My head felt very hazy. I only remembered that she was my mother, who became very strict at some point. It took a lot just to recognize that as real. And as I thought about it, fear and unease toward my mother came up from the gaps in my memory. But it's okay. Ryutaro had told me about the pressure on the Usuis and how death had taxed my mother's mind. Now that I was able to accept that, it was easy to hold my mother's hand. My brain had suffered memory loss, and I could no longer remember my many past events. I remembered Ayato was someone important to me, but I had no concrete memories of him. But I distinctly remembered talking in the mirror world and felt considerable warmth from that alone. I clearly remembered Yuzu and Ryutaro too. I probably only met them in the mirror world. Here we are. Oh boy, here we are. Mishiro Usui, is it? Hello, I'm Saiichi Hinohara. A few days after I left the hospital, a man came to visit me. His last name sounded familiar. Could you be Ayato's... Yes, thank you for getting along with Ayato. Saiichi Hinohara was Ayato's father, which meant he was the one who married Tamaki, and he was the father who Utsuro grew up with. I'm not sure if I should be saying this, but I'm really glad you regained consciousness. The driver who sped toward you and Ayato, she's no longer with us. Her body was found at Mirror Lake in a car that went up in flames. Yeah, this is Tamaki. He meant Tamaki, his wife. But from Saiichi's perspective, it would be impossible for me to know Tamaki. I felt it would be better to stay silent than to confuse him with unnecessary remarks. She was my wife, yes. We met each other at school. She was a humble, art-loving, somewhat naive woman with a radiant smile. Her final sin came at the end of a long sorrow, but I won't ask you to forgive her. Still, oh god, damn it. Still, if it's alright, could you visit Ayato's grave sometime? Of course. Yeah. Not only Ayato, but Utsuro and Tamaki. Now, maybe I could offer them prayers. Very good, yes. Oh, it's Ayato's atelier. Feels very nostalgic. I'll look at Ayato's painting, yes. Yeah. Art supplies, fill the wooden box. There are still plenty of usable things, yep, alright. This is the end of the game. We're going to be looking at the painting that Ayato made for us all that time ago when we modeled for him, and it will be the end. Alright, let's do this. Gosh. Look at the canvas, yes. It might sound sort of trite, but I want you to live my sister's share. I want you to prove- oh god, don't do this. I want you to prove that giving up that wish was the right thing to do. Smile for my sister, that's my dream too. Oh my god. Dude. Ayato Hinohara, blank dream. Ayato. It's not a dream anymore. Dude, what can I say? Blank, that's blank dream. Oh man. I'm gonna listen to this music too. I'm gonna play through the credits. Bro. I'm actually like, bro, look bro. Dude, this game. Oh man. This game was so awesome, I've gotta say. Mad props to the person who made this. I forgot their name, but this game was amazing. It was very scary, alright? That's one thing. It was very scary, but the story was amazing. I don't really know about other people's opinion, but I think the story was amazing. The characters were awesome, the story was awesome, this freaking the horror element of it was really awesome. I really love this game. It is very awesome. And this ending was just something, man. It really was. And this music is also awesome, gotta say. But yeah, so this has been Blank Dream, and my opinion is 100 out of 10, alright? It's probably my favorite game so far that I've played on the channel, and I really hope that I can play other amazing games just like this one. We're just gonna enjoy these credits, man. Teriyaki Tomato, awesome name, gotta say. Yep. Applaud, my friends, applaud. This was an amazing freaking game. I've always wanted to go to one of her exhibitions. Was it? Sure enough, she carries the blood of the mad genius Renzo Asui. I thought I saw the Renzo touch too, at first, but she is self-taught. It's totally different from Renzo's art. Huh, I suppose so. How unusual. In her 20s and climbing so high with her own style. She's not just writing off her ancestor. Renzo is realistic, while she's more impressionist. Okay, I think I said that right. That's true. I did feel Mirror World was too usually abstract to be Renzo's style. Oh my gosh. So we grew up to be a painter, and then we painted the Mirror World. That. Seeing is believing. You can tell the unique mood in her art from a glance. True, true. Now I'm really getting excited to see it. Her most famous masterpiece of all, her. Ending 1, Blank Dream. Her fantasy to live in a dream within white canvas. Oh my gosh, dude. Ooh. This was such a good game. Oh man. And it just cuts back to the main menu just like that. Well, alright. Well, anyways, this has been Blank Dream, and I really hope you guys did enjoy this ride with me, because this was a really, really good game, and I hope you guys did enjoy it too. So if you guys did like the commentary and you did this channel, be sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button down below, and be sure to go hit that bell icon so that you always be notified by any video or live stream that I end up doing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.